Hey, I'm the Admiral, and you're in tune with the Boiler Room on H2P Media. If it's the truth you're looking for, stay right here.
And good evening, and welcome to another episode of the Boiler Room. You know how it's done, it needs to be done. Interviews with guests that most people can't seem to understand. But you know how we doing it. We getting old, yeah. We passed the drinking age a long time ago. I know we just jumped over the legal other ages, other things that you can do at this age. We spraying two on gun.
We're maturing.
Yeah.
We're maturing.
Yeah, but I'm maturing, I getting gray beard. My beard getting a little bit gray and thing. I know about you. The Boiler
What do you mean you
Room.
don't know about me?
The Boiler Room can help me ease all that, the strength and thing that you stress and thing.
Well, we so mature, right? Mm-hmm. We get so stiff in this game
Yeah.
that we step it up. It's getting hotter.
Yeah. It's true.
Strong drinking inside here tonight.
What it says, strong winds are blowing.
Strong winds are blowing. Storm winds are blowing.
Storm. It's storm means.
Now, recently in Barbados, the hot topic was an interview on the festival stage.
Yeah. And that is known every crop over to be.
That's-
An interview
that's-
this scam that
that's
everybody
standard.
it's not everybody bite up the tongue while
That's
lip and
standard.
thing.
This ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing new. And the man at the center of this storm is in the boiler room tonight. Now, I heard somebody say recently that nobody has ever erected a statue to a critic. Nobody has ever erected a statue to a critic. And that was in criticism of critics. I don't think that's necessarily true. Because anybody who's ever done anything great was a critic. They were a person who saw something, they did not like it, they criticized it, and they went in another direction. That's what great people do. They
Man, you
go
don't want
against
it?
the grain. Now, the thing about it is, they got critics who criticize him because they got a mouth and because they can, and they got critics whose words have weight because they know or they're supposed to know what they're talking about.
I think the criticism you're supposed to know what you're talking
You
about.
should.
Yeah, but you should, but you don't always do.
No, say what you want about Admiral Anthony Nelson. Love him or hate him. Call him a critic all you want. He is a man who's been around and supposed to know what he's talking about. That don't mean you're always right.
All right, then.
That don't mean
It's
you
true.
always
It's
you
true.
can always agree.
Yeah.
That don't mean he's always pleasant. But he's a man whose words should carry some weight based on the experience and the time
Experience teacher wisdom.
that he's had in the game.
Yeah.
So Admiral, I know they got a lot of Bajans tonight who either want to burst your head or want to get inside of it. They've been bursting it in the boiler room, so let's get inside of it. Welcome.
My head, you sure the one burst or Chris Sinclair?
So now,
Be hit. You know,
So
guys
now-
work that word.
Yes.
You already started.
Shifting.
Yeah.
Shifting.
You know about running the politics?
I just want to know, we got a day of strike in the country that will continue tomorrow. What's the reason for it? You sure it's my head they want burst or the other people said? You sure it is that they're upset or that the country is just in an angry mode?
So
There's
that's
so
what
many-
causing them to be upset
so
at you?
many- Yeah, well, I'm natural, but I really don't care. Let's continue to be upset. You'll get over it. Time will pass and they'll get over it.
So let me ask you this. You feel festival stage as it started, as how it is right now, and being that it getting this criticism now, you feel that's
Festival Stage has had criticism for years. Anytime at all, Festival Stage has a place, and it has played its part over the years. It is the eyes of the festival. We allow people from all over the world now. In the last 2 years, we've been able, through CMC, connecting to all places in the world, to allow people to look into your country and see what's going on. Before, we didn't have that. Outside of the fact that I really absolutely hate the stage itself and the way it looks. I really think it could be better. I think these people are very shabby. with this whole concept of promoting local culture, and I've preached that from episode number 1, and it still hasn't gotten any better, and CBC knows exactly how he feels about that, so this is no secret. Outside of that, though, I believe that it is a nice forum for people who are known and unknown and various aspects of the culture to come on and tell Barbados who you are. That's why I'm not in a hurry for CBC or anybody to think about privatizing CBC TV8, because the day it's privatized is the day that you guys will stop seeing your faces on CBC TV8. Private companies are not interested in promoting local culture. When it is privatized, you're going to see all types of foreign things except your own. The whole concept of CBC TV8 is to push what is Barbadian. And in case you don't know, Barbadian programs and products are the hardest and most expensive to get. It's not easy. So what we do is try to accommodate a situation.
Hardest and most expensive to get? What do you mean by that?
Yeah. It is very hard to get local productions on CBC TV8 because the artists themselves are really something else. We have to deal, in order to get a local video to play on CBC TV8, you'll be amazed at what we have to go through to get it play. As opposed to pulling down something internationally and you get response so quickly from the international people, just play. And we just deal with copyright. In Barbados, when you want to play a local video, you got to play the man who make it, the man who think about it, the man who paint it, the man who drive the car.
But that's not standard. That's not standard in the entertainment industry.
No. You see, the problem is that what has to be standardized is the policy surrounding the video itself. So I don't have to get rights from Tom, Dick, Harry, and everybody. Centralize it for me. Let me pay my complete rights to one particular aspect or one particular person.
So you're saying you got a lot of red tape and hoops you got to jump through?
Who created red tape?
The artists themselves. Ask yourself why to this very day we don't have a Calypso Finals on CD or DVD to sell. Barbados is so backward in that regard. Ask yourself why the Calypso tents today don't record themselves and sell an audio CD or video CD, because every musician in there, every musician must agree to it. And there was one particular musician in this country who made sure that that was not going to happen, because he wasn't happy with the returns that he was getting on the investment in the Calypso tent. It is folly, because in Trinidad, I could go to Trinidad and I could buy a Calypso tent from any particular year. The concept is the Calypsonian can make much more money if their tent is recorded and their product is sold. Am I making sense to you? Mm-hmm. If you can sell 500 CDs, some of that money would go to the artist. Some would go to the tent management. Some would go to the arrangers, producers, etc. But everybody making money. But no, that is not the case. If you record a Calypso tent, by the time you get permissions sorted out, it will be maybe 2015, 2020, 2030, 2040. So it really truly makes sense.
So that's why we seeing so much old things now on the TV as them was recorded years ago.
Well, geez, along with that, along with seeing the old things on TV, is a lack of the managers in Barbados in culture to really get with the program. Now, here's the money they want to collect. The money they want to collect is you come through the door, you pay your money, that is the money that they want to collect. So they're really not managers, They're people who accommodate a festival, a Calypso festival. So you come in as an artist, you perform on stage, I pay Adrian Green $60 a night, that is it. No. I can do a Calypso tent where I record that Calypso tent on judging night, which is supposed to be their better night. So I do audio and video. I could hold that. I could then make a DVD of the video and sell it. And I could sit down with my Calypsonians and tell them this is how the monies will be disbursed after we've taken care of cost cap. Make sense to you? I can also do a audio CD of it. Well, today I would do a USB stick. So you can buy a couple 4 gig USB sticks. They're very cheap across the world. And you can sell them when people come in from the international world or local people who want the culture. That is what you can do. This is an aspect of the Calypso tent that has never been explored for some stupid reason. And then they call with the NCF about subventions, but you don't want money.
Admiral, you sound frustrated.
No, I'm not. If you wanted money, you would have done these things to make more money. So they depend on the NCF for the subvention, and this year, fortunately for them, they're getting half the money.
So you know how to organize this?
I have done a Calypso tent already. I used to run a Calypso tent called Kings of Kings.
So you got the know-how?
Definitely.
So what's wrong with you?
Should I do it for them?
What's wrong with you going across the board and meeting with other managers?
We have had discussions. Listen, this is nothing new. We've had discussions on this. Let me tell you something. I asked the NCF 2 years ago to discontinue the Party Monarch in the way it was. Get rid of the Sweet Soca and the Party Monarch and do a soca show. And there was a reason for that.
Get rid of the competition?
No. Keep the competition, but get rid of the distinction
label,
in the competition. So drop the Sweet Soca and drop the party. You want to know why? Very simple. Artistically, it is restrictive. There is a situation with the 130 to 140 BPMs that you cannot tread on. If you do a song that's 131, it doesn't qualify for the Sweet Soca competition, and it doesn't qualify for party. So there is a 10 BPM that is out in the cold. Where in the world would anybody else do that to music? So you can't make a song for party or Sweet Soca anywhere between 130 and 139 BPMs. You have all those BPMs empty. You know why? Because some brilliant person sat down in a room and determined that Sweet Soca should stop at 130 and party should start at 140. But what happens between 130 and 140? Nothing. It was a copy, because we have copied a lot of our cultural habits. We copied that from Trinidad. Let me turn back the mic. And even mic getting hot. We copied that from Trinidad.
Trinidad has the same stipulation?
But Trinidad discontinued it.
Okay.
Because the artists complain of the grey area.
England and 11 plus.
Yeah, Jesus. So you understand what I'm saying? So we copy. You know what we've done again this year? Now we've come back out based on pressure, because they don't talk to the people who know. You get a bunch of people who sit down in the room and decide these things. And that's why culture is the way it is. That is why Barbadians find it so hard to be real cultural people, because they don't feel it. So you sit down in a room and the NCF decides this year, guess what we'll do? We'll allow the pick of the crop song to enter the Sweet Soca, but not the party. So here's the situation you have. Now, it is possible that Terencia Coward with Paradise could win with that song in Pick of the Crop if she's chosen. I mean, she's a reserve now, but suppose she had to get in, and it's very possible, we've seen over the years, that one or two of the people who were reserves actually got in. So if she got in with Paradise, and she did stand up, and she wins the Calypso Monarch, and she goes to Bushy Park with the same Paradise and win the Sweet Soca, you know what happens? You got one song in Barbados winning 2 competitions.
What's wrong with that?
They have not learned from 2009 when Terencia Coward win both the party and the Sweet Soca with the same damn song. Hot Sun and Rhythm.
What's wrong with that?
It is unethical. It is stupid to think that you would allow one song to cover all your boundaries when you got lots of social commentators out there who would love to be able to hold on to those positions. So decide where TC is going. Where are we going to put this song? If it's in the Sweet Soca, leave it there. Let it battle in the Sweet Soca. If she's doing stand-up, let stand-up battle in the Pick of the Crop competition. You understand what I mean? But if you can't find a second song to sing in your Pick of the Crop competition, what are you doing in it? Because the competition requires that you do 2 songs. But
so what is the criteria? What makes a song a Pick of the Crop song then?
Well, there's several things that make a song. Any song can be a Pick of the Crop song.
That's what my understanding.
We've seen Obadeli win with Edwin win with Obadeli. We've seen some of the slowest and some of the fastest songs. That's not my point. My point is, why are you duplicating songs across competitions? Why are you accommodating the artists like that? What is wrong with, if you know you're going to enter a competition this year, I'm doing 2 songs for Pick of the Crop, I'm doing a song for party, and if I want, I can do a song for Sweet Soca. What is wrong with that?
If it was up to you, you would not allow songs
I wouldn't allow the songs to cross. No, I would not.
Just to spread the money around.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay.
You have to let it be a wider situation where, I mean, you're winning a car for heaven's sake for the Sweet Soca. You're winning a SUV for the Pick of the Crop competition. Work for it. But do something for it. What is wrong with doing that? Why should one person come with a song that's extremely popular one year and win all the competitions with the song? What about the other people in the competition?
So wait, this contest is just based on popularity or based on?
You asking me
because
a
it seems
serious
to me like
question.
there's a lot of confusion in the NCF. Like a lot of things won't rightfully know. If you got so much wisdom, you was part of the board of the NCF.
No, I'm not.
So why you never approach them and mention
Why
them?
should I approach it?
But you got the knowledge.
But why should I? But you don't think they know this? Should I approach the NCF? Listen, I have judged.
Somebody just got to stoop down that man to get to E point.
No, I asked to me down to a fella. I have judged Calypso competitions in the Caribbean. You name the territory. I've been asked to judge calypso competitions in the Caribbean. This is stuff they don't know. I am very confident that a lot of the judges who sit down the judging panel don't know half as much calypso as I know. And there's certain elements in calypso music that I don't know if they understand the elements. A man can make a mistake and be so strong with a song and win the Calypso Monarch contest. It will not happen in Barbados. Because you see, we judge based on what we see. We don't look at the intricate details of what's going on with the man's song. You could be nervous on a night. A good calypso judge would understand that. But he's not interested in that. He's looking at the message, though. What message are you sending? How difficult is the messenger on the night? How hard is it for him to deliver the message? Has he recovered well?
Part of the issue that I see where the pick of the crop is concerned is the blurring of this term called social commentary, because that term social commentary now is used to apply to any song which refers to anything in society. So any song can be a social commentary nowadays.
Well, basically, and that's it. It's like. You know,
is the pick of the crop competition a social commentary competition? And what is the definition of a social commentary?
I think that it used to be all along, and then it gradually started to change. It started, like you said, with the Overdeli and them kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It started changing in a lot of ways.
Listen, let's understand what social commentary is all about. And you understand because you write social commentary, you talk social commentary. I think we all do at some time. The element in the song that speaks to, it could be the ills or the thrills in the society. All right? Yeah. So Overdeli, done by it's Too Much Quacks and Invalids. More songs could be considered social commentary songs, but there are some songs that are weak social commentary songs. That is when the criteria applies. There are some party songs that will never make it as big social commentary songs because they don't have the lyrical content in them that speaks to anything that affects you. So that can't win over a song that really brings the detail. That is why there's a section called Party. Now, Party, the song that won in Trinidad this year, is a magnificent example of excellent social commentary, but tremendous party. When you listen to Full Extreme performing this song this year, and what you would know is that the city could burn down, we jamming still, just hold them and walk them right. But if you listen to that song, to the social commentary aspect of your song, you would understand how the fellas got to the point of the city could burn down. It's all about what was happening in the country and the anger and everything that people had inherited. So he said, you know what, as a people, we don't care. If the country burned down, we jamming still.
Plastic Bag is a master of that.
You understand what I'm saying? So that song could have entered any Kaiso competition as a social commentary song and probably mash up the place. The guys didn't do that. The guys kept, the song had three hooks. Three hooks. And that's another thing with our music. We don't understand the importance of hooks. Hooks are extremely important. So the song had three hooks. So the guy said, no, leave out that competition for the social commentary man. We're going to enter this song in the Party Monarch. The rest is history. It set a record in Trinidad this year. It won by over 480 points clear of its nearest rival, which was Masha Montano.
Your point with that song is that those guys could have entered social commentary with it, but they didn't.
They absolutely didn't. They didn't because them fellas, it's more of a cultural understanding of the music that you're doing. And they knew that if they had gone into Kaisote and sing that song, let me tell you, the traditionalists would have come after them like thunder.
So how you feel about Overdeli winning then?
I had no problem with Overdeli winning. I think it added a nice little difference to the competition. But Overdeli, the only body that entered, we had Plastic Bag doing a lot of songs over the years. We had Gabby with Jack. Mm-hmm. You know, we had...
But Jack on my beach, that was kind of like social in a way where I speak to the people of Barbados, telling people that, look, these people trying to get me, you know what I mean, to pay to go up on the beach that big but I'm born here.
Full Extreme.
So when you look at that was straight social.
Full Extreme.
The same how Full Extreme.
Full Extreme. And Pluck It. Red Plastic. But I mean, there's so many songs. So many party songs.
Something's happening.
But we're not foolish. You know, you can easily pick up when a song is a heavy song as it relates to social commentary, or whether a song is a heavy song as it relates to party. La la, la la le, la 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 la, la la le, la 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 la, la la le, la 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 la. That was one of the biggest songs in Trinidad at one time, and that's all it said. That's all it said.
And that's the thing, if it's a catch, and every time you hear it, you will jam to it.
Exactly, but you're not going to put that in a social commentary competition. You're going to put that in party.